Coming to you tonight from the American Airlines Arena with a look high above here in Miami. Thanks for joining us here on 2. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Bam Adebayo is a first.
All right, thank you, David. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. The backcourt comprised of Bledsoe and Matthews. And it's Lopez in at the center, filling out the middle. And for the Heat, Bam Adebayo is out there with Derek Jones. Then it's Robinson. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Nunn in at point guard. Now here's Bledsoe. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Bam Adebayo.
You know, what you really like about Antetokounmpo is he wants to keep getting better. I'd say he's accomplished that and then some.
That's good from Antetokounmpo.
Hey, you know, as dominant as the Greek Freak is offensively, the tendency is that people overlook his impact at the other end of the floor. I mean, you could make a case that he might be the league's most versatile defender, too.
Now, here's Nunn. Stolen by Middleton. Matthews with it. Robinson picks him up. He can't get that one. Some solid defense from Butler. And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for Miami.
And he's won MVP, but would it surprise you to see Giannis win the Defensive Player of the Year before his career is done?
No, it would not surprise me, Greg. I mean, he's an elite rim protector. He's an outstanding rebounder on both backboards, and he's disruptive because of his length and athleticism and his tenacity and passion. Don't discount that.
Antetokounmpo against Jones. Antetokounmpo looking it over. And the shot goes in.
Able to just go right over the top. I mean, the big man, Lopez, doing work.
Outside Butler. Passes it to Jones. Back to Butler. Over Middleton. Kept alive. Here's Adebayo. And it's sent back by Lopez. Butler against Middleton. Over Butler. The shot missing. The Heat go the other way with it. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Dunking is easy for Jimmy Butler. He's an athlete. He's got good size, and he knows how to use that vertical if he is to throw it down.
Bledsoe passes to Matthews. Back to Bledsoe. Middleton outside. Pass to Lopez. 6 on the shot clock. And here's Matthews from the arc. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. He'd have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started.
And I love the way he uses his size there to make sure he gets that board.
And it's Bledsoe off the drive.
You know, right now they're just 1 for 5. Rough start so far.
Jones kicks to Robinson. Pass to Nunn. Robinson with it. Buries the long-range jumper.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Giannis. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And Antetokounmpo is just fearless. I mean, hit him, knock him around. Really doesn't faze him. Doesn't matter. I mean, this guy is determined to get the job done, and he does.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Giannis against Jones. Here's Giannis. And the dunk by Giannis.
Well, I love how fast Antetokounmpo gets to the basket. One of the most mobile guys in the game.
Here's none. It's not going to go for him. And Milwaukee the other way now. Here's Giannis. Some solid defense from Butler.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
And this is too easy for Adebayo. Once he's close to the rim, he is going to damage it.
Here's Antetokounmpo. 5 points in the game. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field. Miami's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Butler passes it to Nunn. Back to Butler. Over Middleton. Butler, no good.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear they're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Now here's Lopez. Over Jones. That one off the back iron and out. In the corner, Nunn with it. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
And Miami making a change here, so he gets them both.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
And Matthews gets it to go.
And Matthews unafraid to let it fly from the mid-range now. A consistent score from this area of the floor.
Dragic against Bledsoe. And there's the pass to Adebayo. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Shot clock at 6. Crowder inside. Antetokounmpo defending.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Middleton, a scorer by nature, that time showing you he can find his teammates, too.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. And GA Chris Middleton over his career much improved on the defensive end.
A true two-way player. I tell you, that 6'11" wingspan helps. Able to use that length to bother shots and disrupt passes.
And some changes here for the Heat. Kelly Olynyk checked in for Adebayo. Iguodala comes in for Jimmy Butler. And Hero subbed in for Kendrick Nunn. And then for Milwaukee, Ilyasova's checked in. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Wesley Matthews. Olynyk, whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And really, the improvement as a finisher is noticeable for Kelly Olynyk.
And the Bucks with some changes. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And George Hills subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. Here's Connaughton. DiVincenzo gets the bucket.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Iguodala gets the bucket.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Now here's Ilyasova. And it's Miami with the rebound.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
Iguodala with it, now guarded by Antetokounmpo. 16 feet away, and Iguodala with the basket, the assist from Olenek. And the Heat lead by 4.
His mid-range shot is very solid. I mean, for some reason, the defense let him have it.
The drive by Giannis. Quick shot there, and it's off target. Miami's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Up top, Crowder. Antetokounmpo defending. Here's Hero. Here's Iguodala, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And some controversy last season. Andre Iguodala traded to the Grizzlies. We know he didn't report, Greg, just stayed in the Bay Area until a trade could be worked out to Miami.
I'd call that a power move, Kevin, no doubt. Iguodala, a respected vet, wanted to play for a contender, and he got an extra year and $15 million in the deal.
Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
Man, there's so many guys that, you know, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table. But in reality, they got to fill some roles, right? And, you know, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Travis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are 3 names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did. Here's Hill after the Heat pick up 2. Got a hand on it. They retain possession. Lopez finds Williams. Count that one.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Milwaukee with the ball. The Heat getting the bucket. DiVincenzo can't hit it.
Well, the defense got lucky there with him missing it, but they don't want to chance that again.
What you love about Crowder, he gives you a little bit of everything at both ends.
I mean, defensively, he'll take on anybody. He's smart, draws a lot of charges. Offensively, he can stretch the floor, and he'll make the extra pass. He's also an opportunistic rebounder.
Bucks trail by 9. Outside Hill. He kicks it to Williams. Here's DiVincenzo. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Heat.
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the opening man and getting some easy baskets.
Something else they've made the most of are those opportunities at the foul line. I mean, they've scored a lot of their points so far from there.
Now, here's Dragic. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Williams comes with a double team. Down low. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Outside Williams. There's 38 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Here's Lopez, and Silva pulls it down. The Heat leading by 9. Here's Hero, and the Heat another 3.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Giving up too many open shots. I mean, that's what's happening here. They look to me to be a bit sluggish.
Now here is Hill. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Boy, the precise placement by Hill with these floating jumpers, that's a hard shot that he's mastered.
Pass to Hero. Back to Dragic. Gets it off. And no good in the last-second attempt this time. And so it's the Miami Heat with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And earlier we checked in with Giannis Antetokounmpo, who had this to say about
I think the most important lesson that I got.
all part of the process of achieving greatness.
Yeah, and most guys have had to go through it. MJ, LeBron, leading a team to a championship rarely happens early on.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And what stands out to you guys from the Heat in this one?
Showing a lot of confidence in their rotation. They went right to that bench when they needed points.
And you know, when the bench is playing such a big role early, that certainly allows the starters to stay fresh throughout the game.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for the Heat, they've got Myers Leonard. Robinson is out there with Hero. And it's Silva in at the 4 spot. The Bucks shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
And team stats last season, 74% shooting, so some numbers that they can definitely improve upon.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Chris Middleton comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. Eric Bledsoe is subbed in for Hill. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. If you ask Miami coach Eric Spoelstra, there's been a long lineage of undrafted players who've made an impact with the Heat. Going back, think about big guys like Udonis Haslem, Joel Anthony, and Hassan Whiteside. Now you have youngsters like Kendrick Nunn, Duncan Robinson, Derrick Jones Jr., and Chris Silva. Miami continues to find diamonds in the rough year after year. Guys,
They usually do. That's a very creative organization. Thanks, D.A.
You know, he attracts a lot of attention, and Lopez making the most of it there to set his teammate up with an open look.
Nunn passes to Robinson. Pass to Silva. Outside Robinson. Pass to Adebayo. And it's good. The time running down on the shot clock. And the Heat lead by 7.
No hesitation from Adebayo there. Had to love seeing him taking this shot with confidence.
2 points. That one goes. Bledsoe's got his first 2 points.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Nunn kicks to Robinson. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. And it's sent back by Lopez.
You can see Lopez tracking that shot the whole way. Nice awareness from him and a terrific rejection as well.
And it's Bledsoe with the ball for the Bucks. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. 3-pointer. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Here's Nunn. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Bucks trail by 4. To the inside. Lopez. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist.
You know, Bledsoe has developed his passing skills to the point where you've got to respect that part of his game. He's doing a nice job finding his open guys.
Nunn with it. Williams picks him up. Nunn passes to Leonard. Here's Silva. No points in the game yet for him. It's stolen by Korver. Now the Bucks moving it up. Takes a 3. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Korver's got a pair of triples in the second now for Milwaukee.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down. This tug-of-war game continues.
And guys, that's lucky number 7 already in this game.
Milwaukee's gotten it going from downtown in the second quarter. They're 3 of 3 on three-point. And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent. 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those two guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Yeah, go figure is right. Giannis, he's checked in for the Bucks. Matthews comes in for Kyle Korver. For three, Middleton. It's hauled in by the Heat. Adebayo's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Iguodala. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
And I like the aggressiveness of Iguodala. I mean, remarkable at taking it all the way to the rack.
And the Bucks with some changes. Ilyasova checked in, and it's Pat Connaughton in for Chris Middleton. Here's Matthews. The 10-footer finds the target.
And, you know, he's not usually the guy to break out the crossover. Worked for him that time, but I'm not sure I would be doing that consistently.
Butler with the ball. Matthews covering. Here's Iguodala. No one near Adebayo as he lets it go. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala.
Well, he's just zoned in. I mean, in most cases, taking quality shots very much within the flow of the offense.
Connaughton passes to Bledsoe. Here's Connaughton, defended by Butler. 5 to shoot. Adebayo against Antetokounmpo, and it comes off the front of the rim. The Heat leading by 3. The Bucks have gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. And it's Bledsoe off the drive. Missed inside. For Miami, they've gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
And taken with the 30th pick back in 2011, Jimmy Butler went from 15th man in Chicago, riding the end of the bench, to franchise player in the course of 4 seasons.
And Greg, it seemed in Chicago and Minnesota maybe Jimmy Butler wore out his welcome. Philadelphia, they had him and did juggle multiple stars, but man, Miami, the Heat handed him the keys and he has taken off.
And Kevin, he's shown himself worthy, lifting them to a top seed in the East and himself into the MVP conversation.
Butler kicks to Adebayo. Butler deciding where to go with it. The pass to Nunn. And the 3 off target. Bucks trail by 4. Giannis outside. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
I tell you what, it's absolutely foolish and futile to let Antetokounmpo get space to sprint towards the rim. I mean, the dunks he jams home are just downright filthy, ugly, nasty, wicked.
Miami's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Now here's Iguodala. He's tightly guarded. Outside Dragic. Unloads from 13. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. The Bucks have gone 8 of 12 since the start of the second quarter. That's a really high percentage, hitting around 67%. Here's Connaughton. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Olynyk.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the knee.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. I mean, he had to foul and keep him from converting the easy buckets.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Matthews. And George Hill's subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend.
Back to Iguodala. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Andre Iguodala. That is his first foul of the game.
really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Lopez is checked in. Here's DiVincenzo. And the rejection by Iguodala. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Iguodala. Here's Hill. Plays it up and banks it in. And the Bucks lead by 2. And it's the Heat with the ball. Here's Iguodala. And that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. Dragic has got 3 assists in the game. Milwaukee's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Back to Lopez. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Iguodala against DiVincenzo. Dragic dishes to Iguodala. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Olynyk's got the game tied up here for the Heat.
Often you find him out on the wing, but Olynyk seizing the opportunity to go inside and dig out that extra possession.
Hill against Dragic. Out to the right wing. Connaughton offline with his 3. And here's Dragic. He'll bring it up for Miami. Butler passes to Dragic. Up top, Crowder. 0-1 near Iguodala as he lets it go. And it's Iguodala again missing. Passes to DiVincenzo. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. DiVincenzo's got 8.
You know, that's what you want out of your point guard. Hill is really doing a nice job getting the ball from side to side and not hesitating at all in doing it.
Right side, Butler to the middle. And Crowder with the basket on the assist by Butler.
Nice look that time from the veteran Butler, a go-to scorer. He's also willing to make the extra pass.
Connaughton passes to Giannis. And the rejection by Iguodala. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Here's Butler. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. He has 7.
A well-put-together Butler proving that he's just a little too strong there, not allowing the physical defense to stifle him at all.
Back to Antetokounmpo. And the dunk by Giannis.
An aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Hill kicks to Lopez. It's back to Hill. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
I think that's a testament to Hill's attitude. I mean, he does not hesitate at all when he has the ball right next to the hoop.
Dragic gets the bucket.
How about the inbound pass there? Easy bucket.
The Bucks trail. Giannis outside. And there's the foul on Jay Crowder. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Heat. Myers-Leonard, he's checked in for Butler. And Hero subbed in for Andre Iguodala. The Bucks also with the sub. Middleton's checked in. There's 21 seconds left in the first half. Back to Antetokounmpo. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Hey, guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
He hits the second from the line. There's 14 seconds left here in the second. Pass to Olynyk. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And the Bucks with possession here. Here's DiVincenzo. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. DiVincenzo's got 4 points this quarter.
You know, when you see Antetokounmpo make a pass like that, it tells you just how much he's matured.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K. It was a big-time first quarter for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 30 points, 7 assists. And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one. He's been everywhere.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
Setting the floor for the Bucks. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Matthews and Middleton the 2 wing. And it's Bledsoe in at the point. Here's Giannis. Some solid defense from Robinson.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backcourt.
It's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter.
And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
Milwaukee has gone 3 of 7 tonight from 3-point territory. Antetokounmpo finds Lopez. Just 5 to shoot. And Giannis gets it to go on the assist from Lopez.
The patience that Antetokounmpo plays with is really impressive for such a young guy. I mean, he doesn't rush anything.
Butler against Middleton. Outside Butler. It's Robinson high post. Middleton against Butler. That shot misses. Good D by Lopez. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. They lead by 1.
And it's easy to see by Antetokounmpo's performance tonight, he can flat out dominate games at times. You know, growing up in Greece, Giannis Antetokounmpo was so poor, he and his older brother, Thanasis, had to share a pair of tennis shoes. I mean, how about how far he's come since then? Now he's the first foreign-born player ever with his own Nike signature shoe.
Trying to get open is Lopez. For Miami, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. The shot by Adebayo, no good.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And Antetokounmpo is so long. I mean, he stretches forever, covers a ton of ground.
Timeout called the Heat.
And Clark, they say back in Greece, all of Giannis's basketball shoes were hand-me-downs from his teammates.
Greg, nothing like not having enough to drive you to get more. I mean, clearly, you think about Giannis and his background and where he is now, he and Thanasis oftentimes would take turns playing in the game, swapping the same pair of shoes. Those days are long behind both of them.
Lopez against Adebayo. Tries again. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
The up fake from Lopez working to perfection.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And last season, he was successful 81% of the time when he went to the line, so he didn't waste a lot of opportunities.
Yeah, those were fine numbers he posted at the line. It was hard to find fault with anything he did from the stripe. Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
Here's Jones, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo. Greg, you were drafted 12th overall by the New York Knicks and then 2nd overall by the Grizzlies in the expansion draft. So you've had a very unique view of being in that position in two different settings.
Yeah, I mean, two very different cities, but really each beautiful in its own way. The New York draft, obviously coming out of college, that was like a dream come true to go and play for Pat Riley and then get the opportunity to go and be a part of a brand new team in a new country, if you will, was also a really cool experience as well.
I hope we can take a petition started by you and me to get the NBA back in Vancouver. I miss
and
going
Seattle,
to
right? Let's get back in both those cities.
Exactly.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
But they'll get another chance. Here's Butler, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It goes on Eric Bledsoe.
And, you know, Butler thinks the game as well as he plays it. He's a smart player. I like how he uses the pump fake to draw the contact.
Kyle Korver is checked in for Wesley Matthews. For Milwaukee, they've gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrated. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And Antetokounmpo is an excellent penetrator. Moves as a man much smaller would. I mean, this guy's 7 feet tall with that kind of agility. Just finds ways to knife inside the lane and finish through contact. Really impressive.
Pass to Jones. Back to Butler. And it's sent back by Lopez. And now running up the court, Bledsoe pushing it up. And that one drops. And it's a 4-point Milwaukee lead. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Milwaukee.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
And how about the work they're doing also on the offensive glass? Creating those extra opportunities has been critical. Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Adebayo kicks to Robinson, trying to get open as Butler, and Robinson gets it to go on the assist by Adebayo.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Here's Middleton. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Middleton's got his first points in this one. Timeout called, the Heat. You look at Antetokounmpo really making a difference here.
And he's getting to the rack all game, and if they can't do a better job of keeping him out of the paint, they're in for a long night.
And the Heat going with the whole new group on the floor. Here's Hero. 8 points for him. Outside Crowder. There's Dragic with the 3. Miami no good on that time either. Milwaukee leading by 3. Here's Bledsoe. It's hauled in by Hero.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this point. Man.
The pass to Leonard. Dragic looking for an opening. There's the double team with Korver. Dragic finds Crowder. And again, it's the Heat missing. The Bucks have gotten half their shots to drop in the second half, up to this point going 7 of 14. That shot wide open. Middleton's got the lead up to 6 now for the Bucks.
The obvious work ethic of Middleton on full display there. I mean, the quick release off the pass, which leaves the defense without much to do.
And some changes here for the Bucks. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Kyle Korver. And it's Hill in for Eric Bledsoe. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Good, the assist goes to Hill. And now a 9-point Bucks lead.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
They double him with Middleton. Crowder, the pass to Silver. Back to Crowder. Good ball movement here by Miami. Here's DiVincenzo. Finished off the break. DiVincenzo's got 15 points.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
And here's Leonard from 3. Rebound by Williams.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
Dragic gets the bucket.
Nice touch there near the hoop.
On offense, here are the Bucks. They're on a 14-5 run here. Here's Hill, and it's denied. Crowder with it. He's picked up by Hill. Williams comes with a double team. It's stolen by Hill. Here's the break. Trying to get open is DiVincenzo. The kick out to Hill from deep. He can't hit that time. The Heat go the other way with it. And it's Dragic off the drive, and the layup's good off the glass. Dragic has got 4 this quarter. And here's Hill, who will bring it up for the Bucks. 7-point differential. Rejected by Dragic.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Crowder, the pass to Silver. Here's Dragic. The kick out to Crowder. Hill against Dragic. Count that bucket. And now just a 5-point Milwaukee lead.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full of that.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
Things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
Olenek, he's checked in for the Heat. Iguodala comes in for Crowder. Lopez, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Pat Connaughton comes in for Chris Middleton. And they pick up 2.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Leonard kicks to Iguodala. 1:19 left to play here in the third. Lopez with the block.
And the space Lopez is able to cover on defense, using that size and length to reject the shots. Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Bucks leading by 7. There's 53 seconds left in the third quarter. Through the D for the layup. DiVincenzo's got 19 points.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
Here's Iguodala. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
The athleticism, length, and IQ of Iguodala, it is tough to guard. Sometimes you just have to whack it.
The Bucks making a switch here. Matthews is checked in.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Yeah, you know what? And I think they've just got to keep on keeping on. Keep drawing contact, attacking, getting to the line. That will certainly give them a chance to get back into the game.
Leonard finds Iguodala. It's hauled in by Ilyasova. And here is DiVincenzo. Lopez.
At 7 feet tall, dunking is very easy for Lopez. Once he's this deep, the defense is in trouble.
And the last second attempt does not go in for him. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Milwaukee Bucks. Between his points and his rebounds, he was a star for him in that quarter. And we'll be back with you shortly. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this way?
Yeah, and as a 2 guard, he's typically not a reluctant shooter, so it was really nice to see him orchestrating for a teammate instead.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. In the middle, it's Olenek and Adebayo. Robinson is out there with Kendrick Nunn. And it's Iguodala in at the 3 spot. That's the group in the game for the Heat.
And while Iguodala might not be the star of any team he's on, he's always going to be a major contributor because he does so many things well on both ends.
Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Robin Lopez. Robinson against Matthews. Lopez passes to Matthews. It's hauled in by the Heat.
You know, even though it's a point-blank range shot, that's not an easy one, especially when the defense is that tight.
Milwaukee leading by 8. Here's Giannis, and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Super quick in transition, the Greek freak jumping down the throat of the defense with that speed.
Adebayo kicks to Iguodala. And Andre Iguodala with the slam.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
Near the three-point line, it's DiVincenzo. And he overshot that one, missing. Snatched away. And now the fast break. Matthews with the ball, and Giannis throws it down.
Matthews has a nice feel, guys, for when a teammate has a clean look, gets him the ball.
It's thrown by Antetokounmpo. Fast break, Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo running. He gets it in there. Connaughton's got the lead up to 12 now for the Bucks.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
None with it. Matthews covering. And here we go. The Bucks running again. Finishes the break with a slam.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
They double-team Iguodala. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. Off target from three-point range. Bucks leading by 14. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
And usually teams go on runs and it comes from a lot of layups and dunks, but not now.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Here's DiVincenzo. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. And the jam by Andre Iguodala.
It's clear that Iguodala loves to dunk. Give him room to take off, and he's going to finish with authority.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
A different look for Miami. Derek Jones comes in for Olynyk, and it's Butler in for Andre Iguodala. The Bucks also changing it up. Chris Middleton comes in for Pat Connaughton, and Eric Bledsoe subbed in for Dante DiVincenzo. And on our sideline, our reporter David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Mike Budenholzer had some words for his team during the break. He said, "This is where mistakes can kill us. This is where mistakes can turn this thing completely around. Protect the basketball and make the simple play." In other words, guys, no hero ball right now.
Thank you, David.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking.
Oh, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
Antetokounmpo trying to break loose. Count the basket.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Jones finds none. And Adebayo throws it down. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 10 rebounds.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. A one-hand hole punch.
Bledsoe with another miss.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Oh, and the jam by Butler.
And cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it.
That might indeed ignite a spark in this team.
Lopez dishes to Giannis. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
An absolute insane display of dribbling from Antetokounmpo. I mean, you can't take this guy lightly when he's got the ball. Mad handles for a guy of any size, but 7 feet tall. Come on, man. That's ridiculous.
Butler Here's Jones, fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches. He used to say, that ain't gonna get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Jimmy Butler.
Well, I tell you what, the long arms of Antetokounmpo are really incredibly lethal in the paint. Sometimes the defense really has no choice but to foul him and then hope he misses.
Butler goes in, dishes it to Jones, passes it to Nunn. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Double team on Adebayo. Here's Jones. The Heat need to get a shot off. Matthews with the steal. For the finish, and Matthews throws it down.
Matthews doing a nice job using those instincts of his at the defensive end to come up with steals.
Now here's Butler. That shot, no good. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. Here's Middleton, and another basket for Milwaukee.
And they've worked the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range.
Well, it's interesting. The defense continues to back off, expecting them to attack the rack. But they just continue to pull up and knock down those mid-range jumpers.
And Miami making a change here. Dragic has checked in. Giannis high post. Working on Jones. Bledsoe kicks to Matthews. And the shot goes down.
Matthews has a sweet-looking jump shot. When he's in rhythm, you're pretty much like, this is going down.
Inside. And Adebayo with the basket on the assist by Robinson. Adebayo's got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Lopez passes to Bledsoe. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And, you know, so often we see Bledsoe trying to get all the way to the rim, at least as close as possible. That's the mentality I think you've got to have.
You know, flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
Here's Bledsoe, and he lays it straight in. And the Bucks lead by 16.
It's going to take more than that to stop Bledsoe now. Come on. I mean, this guy excels at taking contact and handling punishment on the way up.
Jones dishes to Butler. Second chance shot, just 5 on the clock. Pass to Dragic. Latrey. Excellent D there from Bledsoe. And so it's Middleton with it. He brings it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. A nice shot there by Antetokounmpo.
When he's on the floor, Antetokounmpo makes good things happen inside. I mean, he's got so much size and skill, a lot for the defense to try to contend with. So I'll tell you what, his vertical is awesome, off the charts, a short center, who still makes his presence felt.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. And Adebayo sends it back. And here we go, Butler heading to the hoop. Good on the bucket.
Man, what strength from Butler. Refuses to be tied down or held down. Excellent concentration on the and one.
Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Milwaukee. Bucks leading by 13. We've got 1:55 left to play here in the fourth. Shot from 12. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for us. And it's 37 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Now a timeout called by Miami. They're trailing by 15. 1:51 left in the fourth quarter. And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
He silenced this crowd with an unreal display. His ability to drown out the noise and the hostility of an opposing crowd is pretty special. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Throws it up high.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Butler against Middleton. Butler passes to Adebayo. Here's Jones. Lays it up off the glass.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Bucks.
One area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them, their aggressiveness in getting steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
I think it sparked their offense. It deflates the opposition. And when you have the type of effort we saw tonight, it's pretty hard to overcome that defensive pressure down the stretch.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Giannis.
He affected the game so much with the way he was able to come out and get steals and extra possessions for his team.
Feeds it to Jones. No good that time. The Bucks go the other way with it. Bledsoe looking around. Here's Giannis. Makes it off the glass. Giannis has got 41.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Bledsoe with it. Antetokounmpo trying to free himself up. Chalk up 2 there.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Yep.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks.